Distinguished Toastmaster Sivaraj Piramuthu. We are very happy to have you here, sir. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Uma Mageshwari, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Good afternoon. Before joining oil and gas industry, I didn't follow any rules, especially traffic rules. I used to violate like anything. Once I joined oil and gas industry, their safety is the top priority, and they will have a set of rules. We should follow that rules, but we should never violate the rule. If you violate, it will be a disaster. Okay, so we are trained to follow the rules. So later on, this habit came to my personal life also. I started following in when I travel, all those things. When I joined Toastmasters, the same thing happened. I was trying to follow rules, all those things. I got interested in knowing about the parliamentary procedure. The parliamentary procedures are only a set of rules. So I started following that. That's how my journey started in Toastmasters. Okay, now let me share my screen first. Then we'll start with the presentation. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So why parliamentary procedure rules? What for? Why we have to follow parliamentary? It is mainly when we are going to conduct a meeting, especially for making a decision. In that case, we have to maintain a decorum and then to ascertain the will of the majority. So what is the decision of the majority that we have to accept? That is why we have to follow the procedure, parliamentary procedure, to preserve the rights of the minority. See, always you can experience this one, minorities, or whenever there is only few people or the underprivileged people, so they won't have a say. But in democratic procedures, it's not like that. Even the minority have a say, and then, but the majority always wins. That is the to facilitate the orderly transaction of the business. So about the business, let me talk about later where we follow business in Toastmasters meeting. Okay, now before entering, we have to know some basic definitions. When we want to know about parliamentary procedure, the most important is the quorum. So wherever you go and attend a business meeting or any association meeting or anything, they'll be asking about quorum, whether the quorum is present. The quorum is nothing but a minimum number of members required to transact a business. You got the point. So now minimum number of members of which members? Maybe the club may have 50 members. There are clubs with 200 members. This is not Toastmasters club, any club. Okay. So in that case, it's very difficult to meet the quorum. So it should be the minimum number of active members. So the club can define who is active member. Constitution. So constitution is an organization fundamental governing principles that which has been laid by the TI. And for us, it is given in the form 6A, that what is our club constitution. And bylaws. Bylaws is nothing but certain governing rules that we can change based on our own requirement. That is for individual clubs. Standing rules. You might have a standing rule that, for example, today when I was surprised to see a listening Toastmaster, a listening master was there. So he will be noting down. So most of the clubs, they might not have that one. So if you have, but this is not a standing rule, but you might have for your club certain rules that it is only pertain to your club only. And any business to be transacted, if you want to raise some issue in a club business meeting, you have to raise it as a motion. For motion is nothing but a formal proposal that an action to be taken. So you want something to be changed. So in that case, you have to bring it as a presiding officer. Presiding officer in our club meetings, it is always our club president. If it is area, it will be area director, division director. If it is district level, it will be district director. So this is the presiding officer varies depending upon the which position. Now, if it is which level, if it is club level, it is presiding or its president. So for the constitution, I don't want to go through the full constitution, but I want to highlight some important points in our constitution. So the first and the most important, which I feel, is the Article 4, Section 1 and 2, for meetings are noticed. Here, if you see the regular meetings of this club, whatever your regular meeting, which shall include any business meeting. What does it mean? The regular meeting itself should include business meeting. In always in any rule book, if a shall is mentioned, it is not whether we have to do it or not. It should be like you have to must. It is like you have to take. It has to be done. So business meeting is mentioned in our club constitution. And if you want to have a special business meeting, what is a special business meeting? Sometimes if you want to make a decision, so in that case, within 4 days before, somebody can raise it that we need a special business meeting. A member can raise in the business in a previous meeting, or a club president can design, or the executive committee can call for a special business meeting. Otherwise, it should be in our regular club meetings. Hope your club is conducting a regular business meeting. I don't think you are doing weekly, but at least monthly once you have to conduct a business meeting. Article 5, this is what I mentioned about the quorum. Why quorum is very important? Because whatever transaction you are going to do, it becomes null and void if the quorum is not present. If the quorum is present, only the business transacted will become valid. And for that, the important thing is the active members. You have to identify who is your active members. That means the club has to define who will be the active members. Section 8. This is the most important thing. Why we are always insisting that you have to conduct club business meeting, because all the action of the executive committee that has to be get ratified. All the decision which the club meeting, if you are not getting ratified by your club members, that means it becomes null and void. It is very clearly mentioned in our club constitution. That is why we keep on saying that you have to conduct your club business meeting at least monthly once. In the 1 month period, if the club executive committee has decided some actions, then they can get it approved from the member. So now move on to when we talk about parliamentary procedure, where we follow in our club business meeting, club regular meeting. We don't do it in the prepared speech section or table topic section or general evaluation. We do it only in the club business session. A session or meeting. Session means it is part of the meeting. If you are going to conduct only a separate meeting for only to transact business, then it becomes a business meeting. Okay, why we have to business meeting? Because to transact the club business. Now you might ask, what is our club business? We don't do any business. We just give speeches. No, running a club itself is a business. You are collecting. You are inducting members. You are going to pay for the TMI. You are going to do a lot of activities, events, etc. So it becomes a business. So transacting club business. Next is a business meeting is a place where the members can discuss about the club progress and future action. But in regular meeting, do you have chance to speak to your club executive committee? We don't have, because it is timed and it is agenda is very clearly mentioned, and it doesn't give any time for the members to ask the president or the executive committee, what do you think about the club, or what, or if you want some future action to be taken, how we can highlight, because we don't have time. That is why there is a specific time the TI is provided is for the business session. So you have to do it during that session. And as I mentioned, the important point is to ratify the executive committee decisions and actions. Okay. Now, what are the benefits? Transparency. So whatever the club executive, you see, we have appointed, we have elected. Yes, we have elected the club executive committee. We have given the rights to do the management. But whatever the decision they are going to make, whatever they are going to do, they have to come to the club members. They have to get it approved. So that way it becomes a transparency is there. Ethical practice, because why it is, we are open, correct? Whatever the club executive committee is going to do, they are coming to the members. So it becomes ethical practice. The interest of the members are protected. How the interest of the members can be protected? Say, for example, a senior member, say you are, I heard that your club is 1 year old, but you remember there are clubs who are 25 years old, and there may be a Toastmasters who is a charter member and is visiting maybe 25, after 25 years, sure, you would not come participate actively and give daily speeches or something like that. But if he feels certain procedures are being changed, sure, 100% as a mentor, he will come, step in, and he will try to guide you. So the interest of members are protected, where he will talk during the business meeting. Then actions of the executive committee are protected, because whatever the decision the club executive committee is making, the club members are approving it or ratifying it. That means then after, once it is ratified by the members, then it becomes the property of the club, not by the action is done by the executive committee. It is done by the club. Okay, so that is why the club business meeting is very important for club level. Now, what is the order of the business? So when now you are planned to conduct a business meeting. So when you want to conduct a business meeting, you can maintain certain order. You can do whatever you want. If you feel like that, then there won't be any uniformity. So for example, when you want to go and attend a club business meeting in some other club, you will feel if somebody is not maintaining that order. So that is why a person called Henry Robert is the one framed the Robert Rules of Order. So he had the same problem in 1856. So he started noting down this one, that they are not following in an orderly manner. And that is why the club business transaction, any transaction they want to make, it is taking time. So he noted down and he framed the rules. That one is the famous Robert Rules of Order. Now, even the whole of America, they are following Robert Rules of Order. In fact, almost 80% of the countries, they follow Robert Rules of Order. Some they follow different parliamentary procedures. India, we follow both Robert Rules. We do it from here, and we have our own, but most of them it's from European. That is mostly from British. So when you start the business meeting, call to order. If you say call to order, first when the meeting is started, we have to inform the meeting is called to order. Call to order means what? Anyone? Can you tell me what does it mean if you say, if I say that call to order?
It is about to start.
Okay. It is to start. Yeah, sure, it is to start. But when you say call to order, it means that we are going to follow the order presented given in your agenda. That is why when we open the Toastmasters meeting, we say call to order. In all so we are going to follow the agenda strictly. So next is secretary reads the previous minutes of meeting. Before that, we have to check that quorum. The quorum is present only, then the business meeting can be continued. Otherwise, we can't continue the business. Secretary reads the previous minutes of meeting. Members have to approve the minutes of meeting. It is very important that these steps are being followed. Why? This is the one, once if you circulate the minutes of meeting, it doesn't goes into the record. But when it is approved in the business meeting, then only it goes into the club records. Matters arising out of minutes of meeting, maybe if some issues was mentioned in the previous minutes of meeting, that can be discussed. Then comes the club officers report. So all the club officers, if you have, you can present during that time. Standing committee reports. Standing committee, as mentioned in the club constitution, we have for education, we have for membership, we have for social and reception, we have for PR. So almost we have 5 standing committees. Special committee report. Special committee means for your nomination, club election nomination, or you appointed some special committee to investigate certain issues, or you asked your committee to do one survey. So those all comes under special committee report. They can present at this time. And next special order, there are some special order. New member induction. See, when you are inducting a member, you have to induct only during your business session. It's a club business. So why new member induction and you have to get it approved from the members? Because for any member to join Toastmasters Club, they have to be voted by the existing member. So I think you are following it in your club. This has to be strictly followed. And nomination, that's what I told. If any club election or nomination is there, that can be done during a special order. Installation of club officers. If new club officers is going to be installed, the area director has to do it in the business session of the club regular meeting. Old business, once you've done with this old business is the motion which was passed in the previous or maybe before meetings and which was not still pending. So that business has to be taken first. First, you have to give priority for old business. Old business is any actions that was pending. Then new business. Now the floor is open for the new business. Now this is the time when the members are going to raise a new issue. For example, now I want to reduce the club fees. I can bring a motion. Or else I want the maybe for a club election, sorry, for now humorous contest is going on, humorous and evaluation contest. Somebody feels that why we have to go online meeting? Why shall we not go for regular meeting so that it will be very useful? So humorous speech, it will be fun. So in that case, somebody can bring a motion during the new business session. Finally, adjourn. So this order we have to follow in our club business. So for a new club, if you are not following the business meeting, so it will be new to you. But when you started following this, then you will understand why this has, they have given us one certain order, why we have to follow this order. Once we follow this order, a transaction of business is very easy. We don't waste most of our time making one decision. Okay, so this is the reason why this is how the business meeting is conducted. Now, the most important for a parliamentary procedure, if I mention always parliamentary procedure, then you all always remember about the country's parliament, parliament or legislative assembly. You could have seen that our MLAs or MPs, they debate and the speaker will be sitting there. It is same like that, which you are going to do it in your club level. Once you start practicing this, you are going to utilize this in every format. That is why for that, you want to make one small action. If you want to bring a small action to be changed, then you have to bring it as a motion. So how to bring a motion? So that is a step. So let us explain about that. This is a first, we want to bring a main motion. These are the steps. 6 steps are involved. The first one is a member makes a motion. That means now I want to bring a new motion. Now I have to stand and say, I propose that. So whenever before you want to speak during a business meeting, first of all, you have to get recognized by your president. So raise your hand. So your president will tell, okay, now Toastmaster Shivraj, please speak. Then once I allowed, then I have to raise and then I have to say, I propose that the club fees is reduced to. Okay, now this is my proposal. I have brought. Now the club cannot wait if nobody is going to second me. So somebody has to second my action. Okay, if nobody is going to second, the motion is lost there itself. Because nobody is going to support, then what is the point in discussing about that? Somebody has to second your motion. Then the presiding officer restates and place the motion before the club. Now it becomes the property of the club. That means that what is the action of me, that I propose something action, now it becomes the property of the club. Now the club has to decide on it, whether to accept it or reject it. So now the presiding officer, he should be neutral. So he places the motion in front of the members. Then the motion goes for debate. So now when it goes for debate, who will start the motion? The first who propose the motion. So because he is in support of the motion, so he has to talk. So we can give 1 minute or 2 minute time for him to speak. So let him speak. Then a person who is going to object the speech, he can debate like that, pro and the con. So who are in favor and against. So like that, we have to switch. So once there is nobody to speak, then the motion goes for voting. The motion is put to vote. Already I said quorum is present. Now, whoever present there, whoever I say now 20 members are present, but all the 20 members, it is not compulsory for them to vote. Only if I like to vote, then I can vote. Otherwise, I can abstain. So whoever wish to vote, they can vote. Now, presiding officer announces the result. This is how a motion is followed. Now, motion, this is a business. Because when you are telling about a action, you are bringing it as a one small action, you are bringing it as a motion, then you are discussing, and finally it is getting approved. Now the business is. So this is how we have to do in a club level business. I don't know how much time I have. I have time or not? Timer? Yeah, I have.
Yes, sir, you have.
Okay.
You have
Now,
2 minutes more.
now let us. Okay, I will give. Let me give a chance for you people. So any one of you, you can suggest, or you can bring a motion. So let us play that. So now I said, if you want to bring a motion, there are two words which has to be used. One is I propose. This is Indian style or the UK style. The another was I move that. So this is American style. So you can either follow I move that, or you can say I propose that. Whichever action you want, whichever manner you can follow. No, it's well and good, but you have to bring it as a motion. Let us try. So I made a motion for club fees. Now you can bring it a separate motion, different any motion which you feel you want to bring it to the club executive committee.
Sir, I propose that we have business meeting only once in a quarter.
Okay, so already
Remember
somebody.
when we had 2 business meetings every month, one people were telling that it's taking too much time. That's why.
See, this is the important one. This is a very good proposal, but I totally object this one. As per PMI, at least you have to do minimum once in a month. So if you are doing twice a month, month 2 months once, then you have to change it to monthly once. You can do it. Maybe there are club Tamil Utro in division. They are conducting every week. It won't take much time. Once you know this, I have given so many steps. You need not follow all those. Most of the steps will get skipped. There won't be any club officer report. Why every week when you are having a meeting, why you are going to have a club officer report? You won't have standing committee report. You won't have member elections only. Only you will be reading your minutes of meeting. Then after that, if there is any old business, nothing is there, that finished. Maximum it will take 7 to 10 minutes. 7 minutes, you are going to learn the parliamentary procedures. Where you will get that? See, the Toastmaster forum, what is our Toastmaster, the speaker, sorry, I forgot the speaker, she was mentioning. This is the forum where we come and do mistake and learn. And this is where you will get a chance to bring a motion. Once you become a MLA or MP, only you will have the chance. Maybe if you join some big club, there might be a chance. We don't.
The current president, Toastmaster Sridevi, ever since you took over, every month we had at least once. But the problem is everyone started saying that it's taking too much time. You guys do it. You are the ExCom. We trust you. You do whatever you want. Something like that. Members also, when we start the meeting, it's not like 7 minutes approval. If you say fees 299 rupees or even 100 rupees, they say why 100. Then 10 people will discuss why trophy needed for this everything. So it goes like even the smallest decision takes like when you put in a business meeting, no. So they are telling, why are you involving us? You just so that kind of feedback came. That's why because Sridevi ma'am did try once a month. We did.
No, why I say is first initially you will have these problems because there are so many rules that has to be get approved. Some of the actions later on, these actions is already approved. The next team will follow this one. So, if, for example, for trophy, if this committee got approved, now the next committee comes. Why they want to get it approved? It is already approved by the members. No need to bring it again. They will continuously follow. Only if they are going to make a change, then they have to come to the member. Otherwise, they have to continue. For example, if your club would have presented a budget, everything would have come in that budget because it is the club plan there. What you are going to do it for 6 months or 1 year, and you are going to get it approved from the members. Then after that, maybe you will have one change or two changes. That's all. Otherwise, there won't be any change. And see, honestly, it is very healthy for discussion. Okay, if you have a debate, but at the same time, you time the debate. You tell them for each member only 1 minute. We won't allow the same member to speak again and again on the same topic. If they're keeping on telling the same points, why we want to discuss? Stop the president has to tell, okay, you are talking about the same topics, same points only. We'll stop the debate and go for voting. Right? Okay, so this is how the decision has to be made. That is why we are encouraging the members. I hope your club president would have attended today's district council. Today we followed all the parliamentary procedures there. So now she has learned, or your club president and vice president education would have learned from the district council meeting. Now they have to inform you members the same set of rules that it has to be followed in your club level meeting. Later on, once remember now you are only a club president or club officers. Later on, you will become a area level, direct or division level and district level. If you go and sit in your district level meeting and you don't know the parliamentary process, it will be so embarrassing. So it is better to learn at the club level. In club level, you don't think that you are wasting 10 minutes of your time. It is also a learning phase. You have an opportunity to talk, to debate. So you refute the point, what the others are telling. You have to, so if your points are valid, sure, the club members are going to vote in favor of you. Right? So don't think a club business meeting, it is a democratic procedure. Even if you trust your club executive committee, maybe in future, maybe after 5 years, one of your club executive members wants to do something else, and you have already given green signal, and he will do everything. Maybe it's not good for your club. Now you will tell, no, this fellow is doing all his decision on his own, and he's taking whatever he is acting like dictator. No, it should not be like that. That is why we say the democratic procedure has to be followed, and that is followed by using our parliamentary procedures and Robert Rules of Order. And the most important thing that has to happen in club business. Don't think you are wasting the time. It is going to give you a very good knowledge. And I have so I will just reiterate one point, as one of the member has mentioned, that you are wasting time. I will tell you a story about a 30 years old club, 20 to 20 years about club. Okay. They were like a superstar club. Okay. They are the number one. So if you give a rating for that club, this happened in Bahrain. So they were a number one club in Bahrain. But later on, they had one problem, that they allowed that problems to grow. Finally, that club collapsed. Why? Because they didn't follow the club parliamentary. If they have followed that, they would have conducted the business meeting. Whatever the decision the club executive committee is meeting, then they have to come to the members to get it approved. So that was not done. And finally, it went to split on so many things. And one group doesn't want that club to run. So many things happened. Finally, the club collapsed. Okay. So that is how, but I don't want to tell something bad about why we should not follow why we have to follow the business meeting, or what will happen if we didn't follow this, or we will not do. We want to learn the parliamentary procedure. That's it. If you are going to going to become a chief executive of a company, would you waste time in making one single decision? No. You have to call your all the GM, maybe your different technical team, your mechanical team, or whatever it is. You call them, discuss, finally take the decision. Finish. Allow some time. Okay, 30 minutes. 30 minutes decision is made. That's all. This is how the CEO perform. How a company like Reliance can continuously perform for more than 30 years. Because they follow these procedures. They follow the democratic procedure. That is why the company can sustain that. Okay, thank you very much for. If you have any questions, please, you can shoot. I have 5 more minutes, I think.
Time is up.
Yeah.
Time is up, sir.
Time is up. Okay. Any questions? If you have, you can ask me. One question I can take now. Otherwise, we will.
Actually, whenever we practice, we get a lot of doubt. When we listen to the speech, it is very clear. Procedures are very clear. But when we get into the practical work, we get some doubts.
So that doubts is no problem. If you have doubts, that is good, right? So if you have doubts, please reach out to us. Please ask your division parliamentarians, area parliamentarians. If you could not get answer, I am always available. You can ask me. So I am going to clear. You can ask your all your division directors by now. They are well trained now. They know very well, and you can approach any members, Trio,
Sir,
anybody. Yeah.
Sir, it would be good if you are present for one of our business meetings.
Sure, 100%. I will attend one of your club business meeting and I will help you out. So if it is taking time, I will note down why it is taking time. Then I will just be an observer. I will tell where you have to change. That's it.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity. Please do follow the club, your business meeting. It will really help you. And parliamentary procedures will help in facilitating your decision making. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster. That was very enlightening. And I request you to accept our token of appreciation for your valuable session and time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And this is a small token of appreciation from our club. Oh, dear.
Thank you, sir. That was very enlightening. Let us come back to our young man. After this conversation, after that lady, what the lady said, the young man, what he did, he just kept the phone back with a smile. The shopkeeper who was listening to this so far, he was so intrigued at this young man. He was impressed at his determination to get a job. So he wanted to know about him and started to talk to him. He called him and said, "Hey, young man, what is your name?" He replied, "My name is Kiran, sir." The shopkeeper said, "Kiran, I heard when you were talking and understood that you are a driver. Do you have any experience?" Kiran answered, "Yes, sir. I have close to 5 years of driving experience." Oh, then the shopkeeper asked, "Oh, so what type of cars you have driven?" Kiran specified some 2 to 3 model names. The shopkeeper then said, "It's difficult to see such a determined person. I like your attitude, your positive spirit. If you're looking for a job, I can offer you one." Great, right? The young man was looking for a job. She tried calling that lady and he got an offer from the shopkeeper who was listening to this. Do you want to know what the young man did? Before knowing that, let us move to our next segment of our meeting, which is the table topic segment. She is a teacher, a homemaker, currently taking online classes. Let me welcome Toastmaster Bindu to give us an exciting TP session. Over to you, Toastmaster Bindu.
Thank you, Toastmaster TM Oma. It was a nice introduction from your side. Coming to table topic session. As today's topic is self-evaluation, I thought, what can I give to talk on this topic? So I thought of taking some zodiac signs and your personality traits. I think it will be interesting for everyone. I think everybody are ready to join with me today, and you'll have a time limit of 1 to 2 minutes max to talk. You can talk about any personality traits that I'm showing you. So shall we go? Yeah, you can choose your birth date